In this section, I want to show you how you can connect different portions of IPv6 networks together through an IPv4 network. You can see that I have two parts, and first part contains switch 1 and router 2, the second part contains router 3 and backbone 1, and the other parts of network only have IPv4 enabled. So I need a tunnel to create the connectivity between these two, and I can create this tunnel in two different types. The first type is a static tunnel that uses a GRE tunnel, and I will change the mode to IPv6 IP. And the second type is a 6 to 4 tunnel that is an automatic tunnel, and we call it dynamic multipoint. So first of all, I need to go and check the routing table on router 2. If I check show IPv6 route, you can see that I only have one connected route, and this is the route that connects to switch 1. If I have a ping of 2001.25.5, you can see that this is successful. In the other part, I have router 3 and backbone 1. If I check my show IPv6 route, you can see that I have some loopback interfaces from backbone 1 advertised into my routing table. Now I need to create the connectivity between router 2 and router 3 using a tunnel. So let's go to router 3 first and create an interface tunnel, for example 23, and I need to have a tunnel source. Tunnel source is going to be loopback 0. Tunnel destination is loopback 0 of the other side, 110.122, and you need to make sure that this is accessible and reachable. Do ping 110.122 and tunnel source is loopback 0, so the ping is successful and we know that the tunnel is going to be created. Tunnel will have an IPv6 address of 2001.23.3/64, and the tunnel mode is IPv6 IP, and this is the configuration that we have. And because I want to have routes advertised to the other side, I need to have this under EIGRP process. So I go and add IPv6 EIGRP 100 to this tunnel. So show running config of this interface tunnel tells me that I have this type of configuration. Let me copy all of this and go to Notepad, paste it here, and change some attributes such as this, and this side is going to be 3, and this is the exact configuration that I need to have on the other side. So I copy this, go to router 2 and paste it here. So after a while I need to see that EIGRP neighborship is coming up between these two interfaces. So if I go to switch 1 and check my IPv6 routing table, you can see that IPv6 routing table is not shown because I have not selected the correct syntax. After a while I need to see that the routes are accessible here. If I go to router 2 and check my IPv6 routing table, I have interfaces from backbone 1, and I need to have advertised it to switch 1. I guess there is something missing here. Show IPv6 protocol on switch 1 tells me that I have EIGRP enabled on VLAN 25 interface, and show IPv6 EIGRP neighbor tells me that I don't have any neighbor. That's kind of odd because router 2 show IPv6 protocol tells me that path 00. That's it. Path 00 is not under EIGRP, so I go and add this IPv6 EIGRP 100 under path 00, and after a while I need to see that switch 1 is neighbor with router 2, Now if I check my IPv6 routing table, I can see the routes from backbone 1. And if I go to backbone 1 and check my IPv6 routing table, I can see I don't see of course, yes, that's here. I can see the VLAN 25 network is. So pinging 2001 25.5 should be successful. And you can see that this is successful. This is kind of tunneling that we can create statically between the two sites. Again, let's check the configuration. You can see that I have added an IPv6 address. I can put it under a routing protocol, and the source and destination is selected so that we can have redundancy in our network, so we can go different paths to reach the destination. And the tunnel mode is IPv6 IP, and these are the parameters that you need to create an static tunnel.